Hey, folks, good morning and welcome to another episode of Steelers Morning Rush. I'm Alan Saunders. It is Friday, November 8th. We have made it to Friday, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to put a bow on their preparation for their Week 10 game against the Washington Commanders on the south side at UPMC Rooney Sports Complex a little bit later today. I will be there with some practice video, maybe some locker room interviews. Haven't talked to TJ Watt or George Pickens yet this week, so keep an eye out for those. And maybe I'll talk to TJ Watt about his new Peloton commercial with his brother. And then myself and Zachary Smith and Derek Bell will wrap the week with another episode of Steelers Afternoon Drive a little bit later today. Make sure you hit that bell, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications here on the YouTube channel so you don't miss a thing. Normally on Friday in the morning, I give a matchup for the day's game, and I may do that if I get time. But I have to talk about Thursday Night Football. If you didn't watch, shame on you actually, really don't shame on you, because Thursday Night Football is generally atrocious. But the Ravens and the Bengals played a gem last night, and it was really fun to watch. I was up way late, and it was a great game. Ends as the Bengals decide that they're going to go for two to win the game after drawing within one in the final minute, and throw their 2-point conversion pass to their third best tight end. And there's ref drama and whatever. All-time classic Thursday Night Football game. But man, watching that game, my big takeaway was that both of those defenses stink. And I just, the Browns are obviously struggling. The Bengals, I think, are going to come around. Like, they're playing good football, even though their record isn't really reflected in that. But neither of these teams can play defense at all. The Ravens sitting here now today after playing 10 games are 24th in scoring defense. The Baltimore Ravens. The Bengals are 26th. The Browns are 18th. The Steelers are the only above-average defense in the division. Steelers are second. Yards tell largely the same story. This is just not good. Like none of them are any good at this. The Bengals are 14th. The Browns are 18th, and the Baltimore Ravens are they're actually. Oh, sorry, other one. My bad. The Browns are 15th, the Bengals are 19th, and the Ravens 27th in yardage defense. What happened? Like, it's mostly the same guys. I don't understand. The Bengals lost DJ Reader. The Ravens lost Queen. The Browns have now traded away Darius Smith and had previously lost JOK to injury. Kyle Hamilton was hurt last night for the Ravens in the first half. But man, that looked like a game between teams that play in some other division. It certainly did not look like an AFC North game. The Steelers being the only good defense in the division, I think, is an interesting way to set up these 6 division games coming up, because I think they can score on all these teams pretty much at will. And they've always done well against Lamar Jackson. I do think if Burrow has Higgins, he'll be tough to stop. The Browns aren't doing anything on offense either right now. I had the Steelers down as 3-3 in the division from the very beginning, but I'm starting to think that may be underestimating their capabilities just a little bit. I know the schedule's tough. I know they have dumb things like Cleveland on a short week on the road after playing Baltimore. Like, yeah, that's probably a loss. And the Ravens on a short week on the road after playing the Eagles. Yeah, that's probably a loss. But I don't know. I think they can do some things in this division because of the matchups. It just does not look particularly daunting to me. So I don't know. That was just my takeaway from that game, is I think the Steelers can beat both of those teams. And I think the Steelers are the class of the division right now. I really do. I know the Ravens are playing good football, and Lamar does things that only he can do. But, man, that Ravens defense is bad. The Bengals defense is bad, and I think the Steelers can slow down their offenses with their defense, number 2 in the country right now. All right, let's talk about the Commanders coming up this week. I usually talk about a specific matchup. I don't necessarily have a specific matchup here, but I just want to talk about what I notice about Washington and the way they've played so far, is that they played almost their entire season either even or ahead. And teams have not gotten them behind the sticks on offense. Jayden Daniels is playing really good football. I mean, there's no question about that. He's a really, really good player. But I think, like, when you look at some of his numbers, it's 2 interceptions, a really high completion percentage, 71.5. And to me, it's reflective of an offensive game plan that is revolved around running the ball and not putting him in difficult situations. The kid gloves are on, right? It's very, very, it reminds me a lot of what the Steelers did in Ben Roethlisberger's rookie year, right? Where they ran the ball a lot, they had a great defense, they never trailed, and they did not ask him to do too much. I think the job for the Pittsburgh Steelers in this game is one way, the other way, or both ways. Ask Jayden Daniels to do too much. The Commanders have trailed the third least amount of any team in the NFL this year in terms of time trailing. They got to make him play from behind. And they've got to make him play from behind the sticks. They've got to win on first down to get the Washington offense in third and long situations, because Daniels has been in almost no obvious passing situations, either by the game score or by the down and distance. That is the key here. If the Steelers can get Jayden Daniels into obvious passing situations, he can look like a rookie again. We talked about Mike Tomlin's 25-6 record against rookie quarterbacks or whatever it is. Rookie quarterbacks screw up when you put them into situations where the defense knows what they have to do. And I think that's the job for the Steelers defense, is to find ways to get Jayden Daniels in those opportunities. I think they're going to be able to move the ball, but I think the Steelers offense can get them a lead. The defense can win on first down. They can absolutely get him into some of those situations, get some takeaways, and win this game. I'll give my full prediction along with Smitty and DB a little bit later. But that's the thing that I want to highlight here, is that you're looking at the success of this Commanders offense and Daniels. It has to come with the context of they're doing it all while playing from ahead. They're doing it all while being on schedule on offense. Now, being on schedule is a credit to them, right? I mean they've run the ball really well. And so, it's going to be difficult to stop. But the playing from behind part, that's not necessarily in their control. This is a game where the Steelers offense needs to start fast to help the defense, and they can't have those red zone issues that propped up against the Giants 2 weeks ago. But I really think the Steelers can execute that game plan, starting fast on offense, getting a lead, letting that defense go hunt against Daniels. I do think he will give them the ball back. I think he will give them turnovers. He's also not the world's most physically built guy. He's a pretty slender guy. No one's really put him on the ground very much. I expect the Steelers to at least do that. I expect them to make him pay a physical price for the plays he makes in a way that I haven't seen anybody do yet to this point in the season. I'm really excited to see this game. Going to be down in DC, of course, so we'll have more over the weekend from there. Until then, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. We'll be back with more with Spinny and DB a little bit later. Until then, enjoy.